Hey Bears, I'm back. Today I'm going to be talking about The Great Trouble, a mystery of London, the Blue Death, and a boy called Eel. So this book is a historical fiction. It takes place in London in 1854. And the reason that it's really specific, it's actually August of 1854. It's super specific because during that time there was the cholera outbreak on Broad Street. And this was a really bad outbreak in London. It killed about 600 people in a very short amount of time. And so this story tells, through the eyes of our main character, Eel, he's a 12-year-old boy, of how they discovered kind of what cholera was and how it spread. So our main character is 12-year-old Eel. He is an orphan, and he's what's called a mudlark. So he spends his time going through the mud of the Thames River in London to see if he can find scrap metal and things that he can sell for money. Now, he also does have another job as a part-time caretaker for the animals of Dr. John Snow. Now, Dr. John Snow is one of the doctors, the scientists who discovered how cholera spread. Now, Dr. John Snow was still doing experiments and questioning and still trying to figure out how it spread when Eel is taking care of his animals. Now, Eel has friends in the Broad Street neighborhood in Soho. He has people that he's close to that he doesn't want to get hurt or die. And so he takes it upon himself and his friend Florrie to figure out if they can prove Dr. Snow's theory right, because they want to figure out how to save their friends and family. So through this mystery, they not only have to figure out how to stay safe because they don't know how cholera spreads yet, they have to figure out how to keep their friends and family safe, but Eel is also trying to not be found by this nasty, bad character named Fish-Eye Bill Tyler. And we don't know why. So we don't really know a whole lot about Fish-Eye and Eel and their history and their relationship, but we know that there's something there, and we have to read to figure out what it is. So this is The Great Trouble, a mystery of London, the Blue Death, and a boy called Eel. And the reason I love this story is because it takes such an important part of history. So they figure out how cholera spreads, and it really impacts public health and sanitation, and it has impacts even to today. So it tells such a great story, but it also gives us a really relatable and fun character in Eel, and he's brave and he stands up for what he believes in. So it tells a really important part of our history in such a great way, and I think that The Great Trouble is a fantastic title. So this is The Great Trouble. Please go read this. Such a great historical fiction. All right, Bears.